Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to do a very special unboxing.
Yes, another food video, which are my favorites.
Which is A24 inspired. So we're also going to be doing a...
So we got the A24, what's it called?
Chocolates.
Movie chocolate. Yeah, so did you already say who sent this to us?
So we got this from a very special person on the YouTubes. The dude who loves movies. Cody over at the dude who loves movies.
Cody, yeah. I'm sure a lot of you know who he is. But yeah,
been a
Cody,
great subscriber and supporter of the channel for a long time. And
for sure.
he wanted to gift us these chocolates for Christmas, right?
Yeah, I had mentioned these, or I had shared them or something, and then I think on a live stream we might have talked about them, and I had talked about how they were kind of expensive. And so I think that's how Cody got the idea, maybe. Or maybe he didn't hear me talk about it, and he just knew that we liked food-themed, movie food-themed things.
We do taste tests on this channel.
So yeah, we definitely appreciate this, and I am super excited to taste test.
Taste test.
Say
yeah,
that
but what I was
going
going
to
say is we're not just going to be eating chocolates. We will
right.
also throw in a little bit of bonus, and we're going to rank our top 5 favorite A24 films as well.
Now hold on. We're not ranking.
Okay,
We're not ranking. We're gonna talk about 5, at least for me, 5 A24 movies that we like.
Okay.
That's what I did.
All right.
I did not rank these in any way of the sorts.
We'll do it any way you want.
I
did bring over my 5 favorites, but
okay. We haven't even seen all of A24's movies at this point. There's so freaking many. But yeah. Anyway, before we get started,
hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We do fun taste testing videos like this, movie themed, inspired. We also review movies. We review TV, and we do fun, entertaining live streams.
We do
sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll continue that in 2025. We'll see.
We haven't really talked about that.
We've got 100 episodes, so we got a back catalog. People want to go back and check those out.
Yeah, but also make sure you like this video, like the video, and like it for Cody for sending these to us.
Yeah, and go subscribe to Cody's channel.
Yeah.
We'll also link that down below. He's got a great channel, does great stuff on it.
He is very creative, does a lot of great skits and stuff, and so yeah, definitely check him out.
More creative than we could ever dream to be.
Absolutely.
But we try.
Okay, so let's get into it. So as you saw the box, it's kind of taking up a lot of space, so I need to get rid of it. So let me just throw that over there. Right away, we have this nice little, what's it called, baby girl? Baby girl?
Baby girl.
We have
hey, baby girl.
A baby girl little photo card, I guess you'll call it.
Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to look at it?
My God, she's on her hands and knees.
Oh, yeah, that movie's freaky.
My goodness.
We have this little fancy envelope, which probably is just the order. Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then they have the...
A24's fancy.
We're going to get rid of this box. They got it wrapped up here, so let me unwrap this. Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. So this is definitely fancy. Let's show this baby off. This is a
too fancy.
Chocolate unboxing.
Those are entire bars.
We have... I feel like we should take pictures of this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take some pictures on your phone for me, because I can't take them on mine right now.
I was going to say, if you wanted to pause it and then we come back, I'll take a few pictures.
Okay, so we've taken a little pit stop to take some pictures before we destroy these, because they are so beautiful. We want to give them the... Ken did untie the bow to take pictures, so I just tied it back to, give me the satisfaction of untying. So it looks like we have, what is that, 6 bars total, 2 of each flavor. There's 3 flavors, so I'm excited.
These better be good.
And from what I remember, they are kind of unique, except for maybe one of them. So 2 of the 3 are...
Do you remember the price? Was it $30 for this?
I think...
So it's like $5 a chocolate bar, pretty much.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if you think about it, if you go to like a candy store, it's probably pretty comparable. I don't know. It's especially for like something like this.
I mean, it is 2025. Candy bars probably are $3.
This, I would say though, that this would make a good gift for a movie lover, like the way it came packaged and everything.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool thing.
You can't really smell them. I don't feel like.
I mean, I got a scent of something. I don't know if it's chocolate.
It smells like the plastic or whatever this is. Yeah. Okay, so we've got popcorn and candy. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Then we have, this is the one that I said is not too different. It is Salty Peanut Crunch. So, it's kind of a standard flavor. But this one's kind of cool too. Fizzy fountain soda. Because you gotta get soda at the movies, right?
You got to. I'm just curious what soda and chocolate.
I'm kind of thinking that there might be Pop Rocks in it.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so we, it is the new year. We're trying to take care of ourselves, but no, who am I kidding? I still eat candy every day now. Which one do you want to try first?
The popcorn.
And then we'll share some movies. You want to do the popcorn and candy?
Yep.
Okay, so we're just gonna. Woo!
You just gotta rip that sucker.
Well, I know, but I was looking at the nutritional facts.
It ain't gonna be good, so you might as well
maybe not even look at it. Okay, so yeah, and then it's got another layer of the foil, so that's good. These candy bars are protected because it is snowing here in Kentucky, so these came.
It is.
They might have came frozen. I don't know. Oh, baby, smell that. Smells like chocolate.
It smells like chocolate. That's what it smells like.
It smells like chocolate, but I love chocolate.
Is there going to be like a little popcorn kernel in there, I wonder?
You love kernels. There's going to be popcorn for sure.
I mean, if there's like little pieces of popcorn, that's kind of cool.
Oh my gosh. So here's what it looks like. It's got A24 on all the little, and it's got some color specks in there. Wow. So I'm just going to break this off a little square here.
Just give me a square. That's all I need.
Ooh, because we are trying. Oh, shoot. It didn't break evenly.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to break the next one. This is ridiculous.
You might have to. Well, you got to have a big enough.
Right.
Wait for me. Wait for me.
Did you bring any milk or something?
No, I didn't. So it kind of looks like the color might be like M&M's or something.
It better be popcorn.
I don't know. You ready?
I mean, it's good. It's good chocolate. I just don't really taste the popcorn.
So, this chocolate is very good. Like it's very creamy. You can tell, at least in my opinion, and I've had a mini chocolate.
It's a high quality chocolate.
It's a high quality chocolate, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely not a cheap chocolate, and if it is, they fooled me. But I'm with you. I don't taste any popcorn flavor.
Not even like a hint of anything buttery.
And it does say popcorn and candy coated chocolate mix-ins. So maybe we just didn't...
We can taste the candy coated chocolate mix-ins.
Oh, look. No, that's a M&M. Look, that's popcorn.
So they just put it inside. It's not like they fused it, like the flavor of it in there or something.
That is very good. Okay.
So I think that's just what it is. You'll find some popcorn pieces inside, but it's not going to like taste like popcorn.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so let's switch it up a little bit and let's talk about a couple of movies that we both enjoy from A24.
Okay.
So I'll go first, ladies first. So one of mine is Men.
Michelle loves Men.
I feel like this movie is kind of divisive. Would you say
it definitely is.
Yeah. I feel like you either loved it or you hated it, which is a lot of movies nowadays. But I don't know. This movie was... very, and this is definitely like a feminist movie. Would you say that?
See, that's what a lot of people were saying. Yeah. I didn't get that from it. I got like both sides screwed up and did something kind of despicable.
I feel like the masses feel like think that this is like a feminist type of movie, a feminist theme, if you will. Yeah. And I was just going to throw in that I am not like one of those, like, sadly, I'm not a woman activist or anything. I'm very, I feel like we're all equal, but like not I'm a woman. I don't, do you know what I mean? I'm not like an overly feminist person. So that's not why I liked this movie. I would agree with you that it wasn't super in your face.
It was a portrait of a very toxic relationship, and something horrible happens in this relationship, and then the repercussions of what happens from the woman's perspective.
There's definitely a lot of layers here, and there's definitely a lot of what's the word, metaphors and stuff.
Metaphors, yeah. And the last scene is probably the most divisive of the entire movie, and it's all metaphor portrayed in this like very David Cronenberg-esque way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked the movie a lot. So I thought it was beautiful visually. I hope they do a 4K of it at some point. They may have overseas, but
it's definitely like a very dark film. Like, you're not going to finish it feeling good or anything. I feel like that's probably the case with a lot of A24 movies for sure. But yeah, this one was I don't know, kind of stuck with me for a little bit. So there you have it. What do you got over there?
Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think we watched this together, didn't we? It was one where it's he has a doppelganger. Like, there's two Jake Gyllenhaals.
I don't know.
But
let me
this
see this
one
back here.
just gets cooler and cooler for me every time I watch it. Like, you can kind of peel back the layers and understand some of the metaphors and the themes of the film and what they're actually trying to say. It's a very like just in your head movie, and you don't know at a certain point like what's real, what's not real.
Are there actually two of them, or are they trying to say that?
I would never say that. That's a spoiler.
Okay.
Or
is he just
but
living
also like
two
the
different...
movie's never really like definitive on anything. So I like ambiguous movies. I really dug the vibe of this. This is a early Denis Villeneuve film. Same guy that did the Doom movies and Arrival. And
yes.
Sicario, and I'm real big on him as a director. He did Prisoners as well, which you also need to watch.
I do, yeah.
But this is a really strong A24 film. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, let's share one more, okay? Because we only got, 2 more chocolate bars. I'm going to switch it up a little bit because I do feel like I have some dark, weird movies in my pile here.
That's kind of A24 in a nutshell.
But that is A24. Okay, so I've got Zola.
Zola's a banger.
This movie was just fun.
Yeah.
This movie was just so fun. We saw it in the theater, and it was wild. It was funny. I wasn't expecting it to be so funny.
Yeah, Riley Keough and her urban accent makes it.
Riley Keough, she killed it as this like prostitute with a, I don't know, ghetto prostitute. I don't know what you would call her, white trash prostitute. Mm-hmm. It was just a really fun movie, and I definitely need to give it a rewatch sometime. So, we had fun with that one for sure.
Yeah, and Uncut Gems, I wanted to bring up. I think it's one of Adam Sandler's best movies, best performances. We both saw this in the theaters. I remember it was like a couple of days after Christmas or something. But I loved it. It's so tense. I just remember like having this like pain in the pit of my stomach like at the end of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. Directed by the Safdie brothers.
It's very different. Like, it feels very original.
It's a guy that's in over his head, but he just keeps digging himself deeper and deeper and deeper.
But like the way that it was like filmed and stuff, I don't know, it just felt very different.
What they do with the sound, they like make certain scenes like really loud, and it just adds to the like overall anxiety of it.
Yeah, just the Adam Sandler, like the character he's playing, he's just so like, I feel like isn't it like a very fast-paced movie?
Yeah.
It feels like he's just always like doing something. You always see him like scuffling about the city and like going here and there and doing all this stuff.
He's wheeling and dealing, digging himself deeper and deeper. But yeah, very chaotic film. But I love it. I think I've seen it 3 times now, but I want to watch it again. It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Okay, let's try another chocolate bar. Which one do you want to do? Well, I guess I should pick because you picked the popcorn. Let's do the salty peanut crunch. So here we go. Salty peanut crunch. It's a salty whole peanuts and a caramel crunch. I mean, come on. You like peanuts and I like caramel, so.
And I like salty as well. So, oh my goodness, I can see the salt.
You can see the salt. So this one is a little bit more, plain. You can see peanuts though.
You get salt all over the table.
I'm sorry. Okay, did you want to try to break?
Yeah, let me see if I can do it a little bit better. Okay. Well, not all the way,
not
but
perfect,
I feel like it was a little bit better. All right, take the one you want.
Okay, here we go. The salty peanut crunch. Very peanut.
Definitely tastes of salt too. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, these are very good. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of crunch. I don't know if I got any caramel.
Try it.
No, I'm good. I think it's like crystallized caramel. You can have it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the peanuts. I can see
it's
the caramel.
Definitely not. It's not a
liquid.
It's not a liquid caramel. There's no liquid in here. You know how like most caramel candy bars, it's like stringy, and I think this is like a crystallized caramel. So this bar is like very, like it said. What did it say? Crunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Salty peanut crunch. Yeah, very crunchy, very peanutty. You know, but it's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Good.
I like that one a little bit better than the first one.
These are dangerous.
But the chocolate's like really good.
It's really
Top
good.
tier.
Very creamy. Okay. Let's move along here.
Okay.
I did bring my water down.
Remember, you have one that's not in the pile.
I do. Okay, so my next one is The Green Knight. This movie was
long.
You didn't like The Green Knight as much as I did.
I thought it was okay.
By the end of it, like, this movie was so, like, I've said like 20 times. I feel that this movie, notice I didn't say like, I feel like, just said it again though. It had a message, and by the end of it, I just thought it was beautiful. You get this whole scene of him, you know, the movie is him making this journey, right? And when he gets
the story of what, Gilgamesh, I think, and the Green Knight.
Yeah, and
Is that it?
There comes a point where he makes his journey, and just the whole moment, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know, I just felt like it was a very beautifully, almost heartbreaking, I don't know, it was just a lovely story. I don't know, I felt like it just had a lot to say, and I'm not even sure if I completely understood it, but...
Yeah. It's been a while since we've seen it, too. I think it was 2021. That was a 2021 movie.
I just remember being done with it and being like, wow, that was good.
It was one I want to rewatch someday. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe I'll get more out of it, but I just didn't,
and I do like Dave Patel.
Yeah, he's good. It's got Alicia Vikander in it, who may make an appearance in one of my movies coming up.
All right, what do you got?
I got Moonlight. Have you seen Moonlight?
I haven't.
I just really love this movie. I think it's got a great score. The music's incredible, but it's a story of a boy that grows up.
Do you know the story?
It's 3 phases of his life.
Okay. I like those.
And it's him grappling with his sexuality as we go through these 3 stages. But
yeah, the
story around it, you know, his mom is a drug addict, and you have this guy that's trying to help him, but he's not necessarily a good person either. But it's just a really powerful story with some really just powerful performances. And this movie always hits me when I watch it. So I love Moonlight. It's a great film.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I do need to see it.
It's Barry Jenkins, I think. It might be his second film, but it's his first one that made like a big splash. And this movie did win Best Picture as well.
Well, it's right there on the front.
Yeah, over La La Land. Do you remember the whole controversy where they announced La La Land and then they announced Moonlight?
That's crazy, yeah.
And I do think this movie's kind of a modern masterpiece, so I love Moonlight.
Yeah, all right. Okay, let's see here. Should we do another movie?
Yeah,
we'll do another movie. So Ken, felled me on the physical media for this one.
Yeah.
But another one of my favorites from A24 is Room. And I just remember watching that one, and because it is like a story of a mom and her kid being like contained in this, they were like abducted and held hostage in this house or whatever it was, storage building or something. Just like watching them, try to survive this guy who, kidnapped them or whatever. I mean, they were there for a long time, like many years from what I remember.
Well, if I remember correctly, she was pregnant when she went in.
Yeah,
and she basically had the kid there and raised him till he was like 5 or something.
Yeah, and I think it was also just like the time of life that we were also in.
Yeah.
Our
would have been 2015, so we had a newborn at
yeah.
that time.
And then like a 5-year-old
yeah.
son as well. So yeah, I don't know. I just remember like it pulling, the heartstrings, me being a mom. And so that might be why I enjoyed it more than you did. I'm not the biggest fan of Brie Larson, but in this movie, I don't feel like she didn't have that, like, I don't feel like she was well known back then, right?
No, she won. I think she won Best Actress for this movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think she did.
I don't necessarily enjoy her now, but like in that movie, I definitely enjoyed the movie, and I thought it was a really, kind of, again, heartbreaking. But I will say that there's a, decent ending, so.
Yeah, that's, I like the movie. I just didn't love it.
Yeah.
So I do need to own it in the collection. So my next one is the Vivage, or the Witch, whatever way you want to call it, but they call it the Vivage because there's 2 V's.
I know.
Probably my favorite horror movie of the 21st century. I love the whole family just kind of being paranoid of each other, like suspecting each other of being the witch, and how it just kind of slowly tears them apart.
Descends into
it's just a family descending
madness.
into madness, and I just think everybody's so good in this. Robert Eggers just perfectly captures the like old English, New England like time period, and even like down to the dialect and the way that they speak. And this movie's just always been super haunting and chilling to me.
Yeah. It's
like the first time I watched it, I remember I was on the couch. I think I watched it on Netflix actually. And it was just dark, and I was just like so into it.
Yeah, it's a very like atmospheric movie.
Yeah, very atmospheric movie. So yeah, I love the Vivage. I've got a better edition of this, the second sight, but I brought the regular Blu-ray over.
The Blu-ray. Okay, so we've got one movie left, so we'll share that last, and then we're gonna share the last chocolate bar. And then I'm going to have to go eat some lunch because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one, which I would say is probably the most interesting one, is the Fuzzy Fountain Soda. So this is what it looks like. It just says infused with root beer. Oh, I was right. I didn't read it. Infused with root beer flavor and popping candy.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
gosh.
It better taste like root beer.
I am not the biggest root beer fan. It's okay, but like root beer in a chocolate bar?
You don't like a root beer float? Are you kidding me?
Sure, but like, I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. Oh yeah, root beer all the way.
Ooh, that root beer smell is strong.
It is strong. It is strong. All right, let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's very plain. You don't really see anything in it. So if there's popping candy, it doesn't appear to have any color. Let's see. I'm gonna try to give it another go. Okay, about the same as you. All right, that's about the same.
Root beer.
I'm a little nervous about this one. You ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that root beer's in there. Yeah, the other ones you could just taste the stuff in it. But this one, the actual root beer is fused with the chocolate. Oh, something popped.
So, yeah. All I'm really getting is a very strong taste of root beer. I'm popping too. I'm popping, yeah. Even though it's like...
Now, this one, I will say, I don't know if it's my favorite taste-wise, but I think it's the most creative.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Of the 3 chocolate bars.
I'm going to have to take a drink. It's like still popping even though I swallowed.
Yeah, you got the Pop Rocks, you got the chocolate with the root beer flavor. Like, it tastes different.
So, yeah, definitely feel like this would make me sick if I ate a lot of it, though, because of the root beer. It's just different, like weird. It's my least favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as far as like creativity, like sure, but it's like, do I really want a bunch of like creative, nasty chocolate bars, or do I want like good chocolate bars?
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that one is the coolest, I guess. Okay, so I think we should like quickly say which one was our favorite. What do you think?
Mine was probably the salted peanut crunch.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, I'm thinking that one was my favorite too.
And then I might go with the root beer one, just because it delivered on originality.
Okay.
And it gave me what I kind of wanted out of the popcorn one, which would be my least favorite. I wanted a popcorn buttery flavor to that chocolate.
I mean, we might not have just got a big enough piece of popcorn.
I wanted it more like fused with the chocolate like that was.
Yeah. But yeah, that was super, they were super yummy. So we'll definitely be finishing them off for sure. Okay. So my last movie, it's a wild one, guys. It's a wild one.
It's a wild one. I'm surprised you picked that.
Tusk. I remember us watching this and just being so just like,
it's the ending. Yeah.
Yeah. Really just so like, what? Like, I don't know. I just loved it. You know, like it says, wild, wacky, grotesque, walrus fun. I mean, this is like, I think I've found as I've like explored more films with you that I do like ones. The body horror. Yeah. I like the body horror. You would consider this body horror for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I like the body horror, and I just feel like, you know, this is a cool one if you want to check it out if you haven't seen it. You know, if you like The Substance and the Thing and The Fly, if you like seeing those like wild transformations that look like real and realistic's the same thing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's just wild, but it's fun. So there you go.
My number one favorite A24 film is Ex Machina.
Yeah,
that is my favorites. I feel like this might have been like maybe the first A24 film I like watched, or at least like knew, like I was watching. I remember the trailers for this. I remember it came out around the same time Star Wars: The Force Awakens did. And it just blew me away. Like I felt like I'd never seen a movie like this. I never seen like robots or AI or whatever portrayed in this way. And the ending is just so like, what the F? Like it's crazy. But yeah, just a great, just dark science fiction film, completely original, and I think it's probably one of the best science fiction films of all time. So.
I don't know what it is, but every time I look at it, I see Khaleesi. I see that actress.
Alicia Vikander does kind of look like Emilia Clarke a little bit.
She just reminds me of Emilia Clarke.
But it's got great actors, Domhnall Gleeson, and then Oscar Isaac is in it as well, and I just think that they play so good off of each other. And this was the first movie directed by Alex Garland.
Is it the guy that has like the reddish hair?
Yeah,
that was in,
he was in an episode of Black Mirror. He was in Peter Rabbit,
Star Wars too, right?
He was in Star Wars
as like a
which was also funny because The Force Awakens, they were both in that as well.
Oh yeah, they were. Okay,
just a really cool movie.
I gotta be honest, I remember it, but I don't, so I definitely could watch it again.
I could too, because it's been a few years, probably been 5 years since I've watched it.
But yeah, that's gonna do it. That was super fun. Like I said earlier, I mean, I just love like incorporating food with movies.
Yep.
So anytime I get a chance to do that, it's a win-win for me, because it's literally like two of my favorite things: food and movies. Right?
Yeah, it was fun. Look for more of this type of content 2025. We're just going to lean right into the food and movies.
And thank you again so much, Dude Who Loves Movies, a.k.a. Cody, a.k.a. Lapke Vision. I still don't know.
Lapke Vision Films.
Still don't know if I say that right all these years later. But
I do want to point out we do have another like food type item coming in. So
we do.
There will be another one of these type of videos.
I didn't know if we were going to do a video on it or not.
Videos coming soon. Oh, absolutely.
But we can definitely talk about that, too.
We're going to talk about the movie that's
inspired it.
Inspired it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yep.
for sure.
So, yeah, make sure you guys like this video, and we'll see you next time, right?
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.